Hello, students. My name is Professor Waugh, and I've been teaching college chemistry for over 31 years. For today, we're working with addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division in the same problem. So we're going to learn our PEMDAS rules. Now, we assume that you've already seen our previous math, chemistry videos. If not, I want you to check out the top right or the description for a list of those videos. All right, let's start class. Quick note before we begin, we have a website. There you can find all the notes we write for our videos. We also have quizzes and assessments, so go check us out. Thanks. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. This is the mnemonic that you need to memorize if you have a multitude of operations in the same problem. So let's go through it. P is parentheses, E is exponents, M is multiplication, D is division, A is addition, and S is subtraction. I need you to memorize this, okay? Because we're going to utilize it today with the sig fig rules. Okay, here's the method. Whenever you have a multitude of operations in the same problem, do not round between operations. You know why? Because you can lose your precision sometimes, and we don't want that. So keep at least 1 or 2 extra digits as you change from one operation to the other. Once the operation's complete, then leave it alone and don't go back, okay? Only round at the last operation. Follow the sig fig rules that you've learned previously, okay? You can do this. Okay, let's do a simple example. PEMDAS, don't forget that. So 6.2 plus 3.85 divided by 0.922. Now remember, if you don't see the parentheses, put it around the division portion to keep yourself clear. So let's do the parentheses part, and we get 4.18478. We know our sig fig rules. 3.85 has 3 sig figs. 0.9200 has 4 sig figs. So the least number of sig figs in this portion of the operation is only 3. Box it to keep yourself clear. Now leave more digits than what you need so that you won't lose your precision. Now the last thing we have to do in this operation is to add. So we have to look at digits after the decimal point. So 6.2 only has 1 digit after the decimal point. 4.18 really only has 2 digits after the decimal point, but we left the 478 for precision. So my answer can only have what? 1 digit after the decimal point, the least number of digits after the decimal point. So when we look at our answer, we get a 10.38478. Box what's significant. 1 digit after the decimal point. Look outside the box. Hark, it's a 7. So I got to round that 3 up to a 4. So the final answer is 10.4 in decimal form. Thank you for attending class. To recap, when solving an equation that contains parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and/or subtraction, you solve it by prioritizing what operations appear first when using the mnemonic. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Once you have that down and all of the math rules we discussed in previous videos, it becomes a simple math equation you can solve. You can always check your answer with your calculator, but remember, you are smarter than your calculator because the calculator doesn't know the sig fig rules. So always perform your addition and subtraction with paper and pencil. That way you won't lose your precision. Again, do not round until the last operation. Otherwise, you may lose that precision. Once again, thanks for watching. We are a friend in chem, and our mission is to help students learn introductory chemistry. Our email and website is in the description. So if there's any way we can help you, please contact us. We want you to be successful in chemistry, enjoy chemistry, and have fun with chemistry. Until next time, take care.